Welcome to Turning Goals into Action. Dreams happen while you're sleeping, but goals require action. Whether your goal is to graduate from high school or play in the NBA, putting a goal into action will require you to develop a plan. In this video, we will introduce you to the process for developing an action plan to guide your efforts towards reaching a goal. Let's talk about the importance of setting goals. Goal setting is a process for thinking about your future and motivating yourself to do your best. Setting specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely goals will assist you in measuring progress towards your short and long-term vision. Now that you've set your goal, the next step is to turn your goal into a reality. It is important to have a clear vision of where you want to go, but it is just as important to create a plan for how you're going to reach your destination. An action plan is a detailed step-by-step outline of the actions you will have to complete in order to reach your goals. A goal will not get achieved by itself, and it certainly will not get accomplished in one step. A goal will require time, effort, and many steps to reach your end result. Begin your plan by breaking your goal into smaller, more manageable steps. When you break a goal down into smaller tasks, the actions you need to take to achieve those goals become clearer. Every goal can be broken down into many steps. First, determine where you currently are with your goal. Then determine where you need to go. Ask yourself, what actions do I need to take in order to reach my goal? This plan doesn't need to be complicated, but it should be clear. Let's review an action plan for a student whose goal is to become a nurse. The first step the student identified for reaching this goal was to research various types of nursing occupations. Then, select a specific nursing certification to pursue. Next, explore nursing programs, apply to at least 3 programs, enroll in a program, and pass the certification exam. If you find your steps are too vague, you will either need to identify smaller steps or make your steps more specific. In the example we just used, one of the steps was to enroll into a nursing program. Some may find the step to be vague. If that is the case, break it down into smaller steps and be more specific. Now that you've defined your goal and broken it into manageable steps, it is time to develop a timeline and schedule for achieving each step. Have you heard the saying, timing is everything? It is important to know when to complete each step. Some action steps may be ongoing, meaning they have a continuous deadline. For example, applying for scholarships. Scholarship applications have various deadlines throughout the year. Some may be due in September while others are due in the spring. Other action steps will have a firm deadline, such as completing your FAFSA, submitting transcripts, and setting references. These deadlines are set, and if you miss a date, you may miss the opportunity. Therefore, it's important to identify deadlines and develop a schedule. Allow yourself a little extra time before deadlines are due, in case it takes longer to complete than expected. Make sure to include your timelines on your calendar. This will assist you in staying on track and achieve better results. Next, identify those who can support you. Have you ever tried to accomplish a goal on your own? It's not easy. Often, you will find you need supports with some of your actions toward reaching a goal, but not all of them. For example, you may find you can research different schools on your own, but need help with applying to colleges. Support can come from various individuals, such as teachers, parents, mentors, friends, coaches, and community agency personnel. Support comes in 2 major forms, tangible and emotional. Tangible support is the concrete way others can support you. Support can come in the form of financial assistance, goods, or services. Examples of tangible supports can be a career coach or DARS counselor, assisting you with identifying your career interest, or a school counselor reviewing your college essay. A friend who provides you with a hug when you are discouraged or your family listens to you when you are stressed are examples of emotional support. This type of support involves empathy, love, trust, and caring from others. Don't let challenges and obstacles prevent you from succeeding. Accept the fact that everyone needs support. The final piece in developing your action plan is probably the most important: tracking progress. There's no point in developing a plan of action, setting a timeline, and identifying those who can support you if you fail to monitor your performance. It can become easy to lose motivation or focus when working toward goals. Tracking your progress can provide you with the encouragement and structure to work. Review your action plan each week and determine if you are on the path to completing each step. If you are making progress, celebrate. If you are not making the necessary progress, reflect on your efforts to determine the reason for the lack of progress. You may find that the action steps you created are too difficult. If this is the case, break your steps down even further into smaller actions. You may find that you are lacking in motivation. It's natural for us to lean towards the negative side of things. Think positive thoughts. Reflect on your abilities and successes. Finally, revise your plan if needed. The important part to remember is if your action plan isn't working, adjust it. The plan is in place to meet your needs. Be sure to update your support system of family, friends, and teachers on your progress. It's a great way to keep you accountable so you can reach your final destination. The VCU Center on Transition Innovations is funded by the Virginia Department of Education. Number 881-62524-H027A15107. For further information about the Center on Transition Innovations, please visit our website at www.centerontransition.org.